Today we are here to celebrate King's Own Institute's 21st graduation ceremony. Due to the ongoing global pandemic, today's graduation will be a virtual ceremony. Today you will have feelings of joy, excitement and pride. As I know, so do your family and friends. In the words of the American poet Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. I hope you take the feelings of today with you as a memory of your student life experience here at KOI. That of support, that of determination and pride. You have achieved so much. Well done. I would now like to introduce Dr. Brian Spencer, AIBM Chair, Member of the Academic Board, as Presiding Officer of today's ceremony.
In accordance with Australian tradition, I would like to acknowledge the Cadigal clan of the Eora people as the traditional owners of the land on which the King's Own Institute offers its teaching and where we meet today. Distinguished viewers, fellow directors, college staff, graduates, family and friends, it's my honour and pleasure to welcome you here today to the 21st graduation ceremony to be celebrated by the King's Own Institute. This virtual online ceremony has been created to replace the traditional face-to-face ceremony, which can't be held because of the restrictions on travel and on the assembly of large gatherings arising from the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, first and most importantly, I offer our warmest congratulations to our graduates. We acknowledge your achievements and share your pride and success on this important day. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge the significant contributions which your mentors and your teachers have made to your academic success. And finally, I'd like to join you in paying tribute to the support and encouragement you've had from parents, family members and partners on this journey. Graduates, please join me in thanking all those who've played a part in your success. Now, we spend considerable time each year reviewing KOI's strategic plan. Our vision is success in higher education through excellence and innovation. And alongside that vision, we define our mission is to be a leading education provider distinguished for nurturing our students and preparing them for global careers. And we've identified the most important values to share with you are practical education, a student-centred service, collaboration, innovative solutions, and the pursuit of ethical principles. May I point out to you that you're now lifetime alumni of the King's Own Institute. It may be only a relatively young university-level institution, just over 10 years old, but it's one whose reputation for high academic standards and for the quality of care for its students is already well established and endorsed by the National Higher Education Regulator, TEQSA. And I am confident that as KOI continues to grow and its good reputation deservedly spreads, you'll be proud to acknowledge KOI as the place where you studied and where you graduated. And we hope that you will share your positive views of that experience with your family and friends, including the successful launch of safe, blended learning during a highly challenging time. I encourage you to keep in touch with us and support your alma mater. I don't need to remind you that we live in rapidly changing times. If we're to function successfully in this ever-changing environment, we must adapt and innovate throughout our lives. And as our jobs change, the skills we'll need will change too. Now, you know that robots have long been taking over routine, repetitive and manual tasks, and many of the jobs that comprise these tasks are already disappearing. Next, artificial intelligence is taking over analysis and decision-making tasks. And humans are going to move into jobs composed of the tasks that machines aren't good at, such as interpersonal, creative and problem-solving work. The data show that the fastest growing skills are the uniquely human traits such as teamwork, empathy, adaptability, integrity, good communication and leadership. And we'll need to work with intellectual and emotional intelligence that complements rather than competes with automation and artificial intelligence. At the same time, a recent study of the impact of technology on the desirable skills for early career accountants confirmed that new accountants needed to be tech savvy. Effective communication skills were also highly valued by both new accountants and their mentors, followed by problem solving and professionalism. The clear message is that we should expect that future jobs will require lifelong learning and that universities and tertiary colleges will need to adapt to this demand by seizing the opportunity to meet student expectations to develop deep and transferable skills, especially at a time when we face the enormous challenge of economic recovery in countries around the world. Well, what does that mean for you? As graduates operating in various professional fields, you'll need to be ready to personally develop and exercise your leadership skills to enable you to contribute to the creation of new policy frameworks and the promotion of opportunities to advance human progress in health and social services, in education, science, business and commerce. And I don't need to remind you that you're graduating at this time in a world which is trying to manage disastrous health and economic challenges, political instability in some countries, and humanitarian tragedy in others. At the same time, we note that increased prosperity in many countries in the Asia-Pacific region is still not equally shared, but is accompanied by growing inequality of standards of living and a lack of equal opportunity for all, irrespective of economic and social background. And we've witnessed large numbers of people in a range of countries recently protesting against this continued discrimination. And the trends underpinning this widening inequality will have to be counteracted using a variety of policy instruments and strong political leadership, with increased commitments to the delivery of lifelong, inclusive and affordable education, healthcare and economic recovery at the centre of the effort to ensure improved equity and social mobility. Never has a graduating class been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion and hope. In today's world, it's essential that we maintain our sense of the bigger picture, for it's only then that we can make well-informed and ethical decisions. The most successful way to keep that balanced overview of our world is to continuously look for new perspectives in our professions and to seek out new ways of helping our communities to operate as sustainable, civilised and supportive societies. And for these reasons, I repeat, it's important for us to embrace the concept of lifelong learning. I hope you will never forget the importance of continuing to learn in a rapidly changing world. And there is no doubt that we need smart, capable and adaptable young people such as you to help us make the most of the rapidly changing world I described earlier. But let me say that with your attainments and your new skills, you're well prepared to meet the unprecedented challenges of our times. I wish you continued achievement in the fields you choose to follow, whether they be in this country or in distant places. And make sure you tell others about the benefits you enjoyed as KOI students. May I simply remind you that you enjoyed the privilege of tertiary study, and with that privilege comes the responsibility of service to your community, wherever that may be. On behalf of all our viewers today, I offer our warm congratulations on your graduation from KOI, and I wish you good health and the best of success in your future careers. Thank you.
Dr. Spencer, I certify that the candidates whose names appear in the printed programs as graduates have met all the AIBM requirements for the degree or awards specified against their names.
In accordance with the Constitution of AIBM, trading as the King's Own Institute, and in accordance with the authority given to me under that Constitution, I welcome the graduates whose names appear in the printed program.
I would now like to introduce Adjunct Professor Dr. Doug Hinchliffe, CEO and President of King's Own Institute.
We are experiencing a worldwide event with this pandemic, and it is one moment in time. It has required you to adjust to the new situations with the wearing of face masks, and we all still carry them with us, the regular use of hand sanitisation, social distancing, community lockdowns, reduced movement locally, further afield and border closures domestically and internationally, loss of jobs, interrupted social contact, and ongoing remoteness from family and friends, together with new ways of engaging with teachers and new ways of adapting to learning. Despite all of this disruption, you have achieved. Graduates today are indeed highly successful, and your graduation today is a special moment in time when you're racing with destiny and achieving more than you thought possible. First and most importantly, I offer our warmest congratulations to the graduates. Yes, we're proud of you. We acknowledge your achievements and share your pride and success on this important day. Indeed, we salute you. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge the significant contribution which your mentors and teachers have made to your academic success in challenging circumstances, fellow travellers and true achievers. Finally, I'd very much like to join you in paying tribute to the support and encouragement you've received from parents, family members, partners and friends on your journey. The strength of your family bonds in particular is truly amazing. Graduates, please pause a moment to think about and thank all those who played a part, a significant part, in your success. May I point out to you that you are now lifetime alumni of King's Own Institute. It may be only a relatively young university-level institution, but it's one whose reputation for high academic standards and for the quality care for its students is already well known, or simply success in higher education. I'm confident that as KOI continues to grow and as its good reputation deservedly spreads with the calibre of our graduates on display again today, you will be proud to acknowledge KOI as the place where you studied and graduated. I encourage you to keep in touch with us and support your alma mater. I'm sure you'll remember our address as KOI More than ever, our world needs smart, capable young people such as you to help us make the most of this rapidly changing global village in which we live. You are our future, and our hopes go with you that you may live up to our expectations and make this an even better place and accept your responsibilities as citizens of the world. There will be challenges along the way, and your foundations in lifelong learning and possibly further studies will assist you to find solutions. But you have new knowledge and skills and a developing network of friends and colleagues around the world, as the 31 national flags of graduates demonstrate, in representing the nations of graduates here today and among the 68 nations currently studying at KOI. You will be the envy of many people as you are able to turn dreams into reality. Reach for the stars as the power of an education allows us to be confident that with your attainment and your new skills and your demonstrated ability to overcome significant challenges, this will have you well prepared to meet the challenges of our time. I wish you continued achievement in the fields you choose to follow, whether they be in this country or in distant places. May I simply remind you that you have enjoyed the privilege of tertiary study, and with that privilege comes the responsibility of service to your community, wherever that may be. Never underestimate the power of your example, being a role model. And make sure that you persevere with your own ideas of what you want to achieve in your life. On behalf of everyone watching this graduation in Australia, indeed around the world, I offer you our warm, sincere congratulations on your graduation and wish you all the very best of success in your future careers. You are all winners and well entitled to call yourselves champions. Look up the song of Dana Winner, One Moment in Time, as it is the most appropriate and it represents you so very well. Good on you.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Graham Salter, Chandra Sundaresan, and Dr. Richard Robinson, who will now call the names of the graduates.
Dr. Spencer, I present to you the graduates for the Master of Professional Accounting. Dr. Spencer, I present Davinder Kaur, Dilpreet Singh, Ikjot Singh, Jadvinder Singh, Muhammad Sohail, Navdeep Kaur, Prince Baba, Ravinder Kaur, Sakshi, Syed Udin, Tajinder Singh, Alina Acharya, Anil Acharya, Dihaj Acharya, Sandhya Acharya, Anisha Adhikari, Anu Adhikari, Kagendra Adhikari, Mandeep Adhikari, Nabina Adhikari, Pooja Andhikari, Rachana Adhikari, Sunil Adhikari, Marilyn Adodo, Manjeet Alawat, Motazim Ahmad, Rejwan Ahmed, Kuldeep Ali Magar, Fahid Amjad, Thanison Ananthabad Divel, Anmol Ariel, Sanjib Ariel, Sansila Ariel, Sumit Awal, Paris Bajaj, Samina Bajracharya. Sujan Bania. Sunil Bania. Mohit Banjada. Praktisha Baral. Sudarshan Baral. Sudham Badiwa. Anup Banwal. Binod Basnet. Sushil Bastola. Pagmadulam Bachulun. Jill Baino. Katerina Basilova. Katharina Basario. Babina Bala. Karishma Bandari. Shyam Bandari. Prashant Bhatt. Rajani Bhattarai. Sangam Bhattarai. Ujwal Bhattarai. Binu Bhattarai Acharya. Raghab Bujel. Pritam Buketchi. Anusha Bista. Deepa Bista. BJ Bahara. Janaki Buddha Magjar. Paulo Kasula. Janice Sebalos. Sabita Shepakane. Marina Chitraka. Nidcha Chokopinman. Nishant Chowdhury. Rahul Chauhan. Saroj Chudal. Udhav Dahal. Sadhana Dangal Nepal. Ariane Dangal. Shuva Das. Shriyana Dawadi. Dinesh Devkota. Bipin Dungel. Claudia D. Michelli. Lauren Flynn. Ajita Fudong. Binaya GC. Sudip GC. Awantika Gautam. Bigyan Gautam. Shika Gautam. Sujata Gautam. Suman Gautam. Ranjit Gati. Bibash Gamiri. Januka Gamiri. Saroj Gamiri. Subodh Gamiri. Martin Gitambo. Ashwarya Gosavi. Asiva Gulzar. Ashok Gurung. Bed Gurung. Bipana Gurung. Bipesh Gurung. Jyoti Gurung. Kabita Gurung. Sunita Gurung. Sarika Giwali. Rashmi Hada. Farooq Hasnat. Thelina Kenken Amge. Asad Iqbal. Mukesh Jaishi. Muhammad Jalip. Yonji Jiong. Nabin Joshi. Urusha Joshi. Usha Joshi. Alicia KC. Akash Kakadia. Sagar Kaki. Prafula Kamacharya. Renuka Katwal. Karamveer Kaur, Gautam Khadka, Gupta Khadka, Harka Khadka, Ramit Khadka, Safina Khadka, Mohammed Khan, Uttam Kanal, Pratikshia Kanal Dakal, Triana Karel, Roshan Khatri, Unisha Kawas, Rapinda Kaukar, Nilu Korala, Menktul Kolya, Tanjeet Kaur, Sagar Kanwar, Susmita Kanwar, Sahil Kushwaha, O Kwan, Kiran Lama, Pasang Lama, Tumanasan Lamaku, Yik Lo, Qinghai Lu, Tabita Magar, Bikesh Maharajan, Muna Maharajan, Projekta Maharajan, Rashmi Maharajan, Roji Maharajan, Rumi Maharajan, Tran Mai, Kira Masayenka, Rabina Mali, Nisha Mala, Manisha Mandahar, Sonika Manantar, Ashmin Maski, Jihi Min, Sandrine Mirador, Mi Mishima, Spandan Mishra, Mubanuddin Muhammad, Muqtadir Muhammad, Naten Mokhtan Lama, Dipanshu Munjal, Elizabeth Mwangi, I Mio, Raksha Nakami, Ank Udamai Namun Perev, Aisha Nemkul, Achana Neopan, Diraj Nepal, Sajan Neopane, Sarita Neopane, Tai Nguyen, Mukesh Ola, Dibesh Paliki, Smriti Paliki, Bikram Pandi, Kripa Pandi, Manju Pandi, Anu Parajuli, Pirana Parajuli, Disha Patel, Gaurav Patek, Ishani Patrana Wate, Manita Padel, Deepa Pagami Sharma, Sandesh Puyal, Anju Pokral, Rabina Pudel, Ram Pudel, Ganja Pudasani, Ayushma Ray, Sambhawana Ray, Ashish Rajkanika, Ambika Rana, Asmita Rana, Basanti Rana, Pravaka Rout. Bipin Regmi. Sriana Regmi. Minnie Rowe. Kunal Rocker. Jeanette Sabido. Arka Saha. Jagpal Sahota. Gamar Sanboyan. Bikram Sapkota.
Dr. Spencer, I continue to present the graduates in the degree of Master of Professional Accounting. Dr. Spencer, I present Pratiksha Pariyar, Noshin Shafiq, Imtiaz Shah, Milan Shahi, Saditya Khadgi, Abish Shakaya, Anup Shakaya, Alija Sharma, Arastu Sharma, Poonam Sharma, Sanjeev Sharma, Saurav Sharma, Lakpa Sherpa, Ankita Shreyasta, Arpana Shreyasta, Ayush Shreyasta, Deepika Shreyasta, Rabin Shreyasta, Rajesh Shreyasta, Robert Shreyasta, Ronisha Shreyasta, Sandhya Shreyasta, Saurav Shreyasta, Shreya Shreyasta, Shruti Shreyasta, Sophie Shreyasta, Sudip Shreyasta, Sumit Shreyasta, Diane Gomes, Gurpreet Singh, Arsimar Singh, Malkit Singh, Rios Singh, Salvindra Singh, Baunyoli Sowakham, Gana Spitsiana, Sneha Suman, Ananta Susanto, Nishant Santyan, Fayusuddin Syed, Alisa Tamang, Bikash Tamang, Sunita Tamang, Margashish Thakur, Pooja Thakuri, Ayusha Tapa, Bhavana Tapa, Bhupendra Tapa, Namrita Tapa, Nishant Tapa. Saru Tapa Magar, Sunanya Tardak, Sudarshan Timilisina, Anusha Tiwari, Kushal Tiwari, Hong Tran, Roshna Twayana, Buddhinath Upreti, Dwayne Waz, Anna Walter, Saila Yasmin, Saida Zaidi, Inki Zo. Dr. Spencer, I now present graduates in the degree of Master of Accounting. Dr. Spencer, I present Sana Hussain, Jahi Kim, Minhan Kim, Moshe Lay, Prakash Pandey, Sanam Shreyasta, Nicola Svekalova, Nikhil Tapa, Felicia Vijaya, Asil Zarkanova. Dr. Spencer, I present to you the graduates in the degree of Master of Arts, TESOL. Dr. Spencer, I present Laura Rodriguez, Anum Nehal, Mudita Mudiana Selege, Ritesh Stapit, Kanmanyun Wong. Dr. Spencer, I present to you the graduates in the degree of Master of Information Technology. Dr. Spencer, I present Priyanka Baina, Upasana Bansal, Shahiti Chintala, Sahadev Dulal, Yogesh Gurung, Ghazi Hassan, Sanjay Maharajan, Suraj Podol, Subesh Prajapati, Asif Rai, Deepti Saxena, Milan Shreyasta, Nikki Shreyasta, Mohammad Uddin. Dr. Spencer, I present the graduates in the degree of Graduate Diploma of Business. Dr. Spencer, I present Nirma Liaquat, Theodorus Ridwan, Reginald Salazar, Asis Seharos, Shushi Tan. Dr. Spencer, I present the graduates in the degree of Graduate Diploma in TESOL. Dr. Spencer, I present Ifra Aman, Marina Forti. Dr. Spencer, I present the graduates in the degree of Graduate Certificate in Business. Dr. Spencer, I present Sinjay Kim, Minwoo Lee, Pramod Luetel, Mohammad Samaran, Alina Shreyasta, Mohan Shreyasta, Suruchi Shreyasta. Dr. Spencer, I present the graduates in the degree of Graduate Certificate of Information Technology. Dr. Spencer, I present Syed Khan, Sandeep Sapakota. Dr. Spencer, I now present the graduates in the degree of Bachelor of Business Accounting. Dr. Spencer, I present Akash De, Anu, Ramandi, Sarvagaya Adhikari, Subhima Adhikari, Sumit Adhikari, Lachu Agua, Toshif Ahmad, Malik Ahmad, Shakib Rauf, Syed Ali, Apriyanto, Akhil Aslam, Bobby Atwal, Junaid Azam, Sonika Balami, Anil Basnet, Marina Basnet, Sabitri Basnet, Marisol Bernandas, Manoj Bandari, Bhuvan Bhatt, Malik Bhatti, Saroj Blon, Ajit Bomjan, Dikshya Budikoti, Prapti Budatoki, Preeti Payanjakar, Janveer Chandra, Utsav Chowdhury, Muhammad Chima, Sandeep Chantial, Tamanna Chetri, Rita Chetri, Neelam Chochanjay, Sajina Dahal, Gabriel Sedlak, Rimsha Dungana, Kabita Tamang, Puttakone Dongpachan, Rabina Dulal, Fiona, Gladys Fuek, Akash Gaire, Kiran Pan, Jeevan Gautam, Prashant Gautam, Sabitra Gautam, Sudha Gimre, Rajesh Giri, Suman Giri, Deepak Gurung, Deepan Gurung, Minu Gurung, Srijana Gurung, Prakshya Hamal, Ali Asan, Jin Hong, Syed Jafri, Gurmit Jatana, Boyong Jung, Prachanda KC, Tara Pandey, Deguk Kang, Angela Karki, Doleshwar Karki, Ashish Kasaju, Ayusha Kadka, Nisha Kadka, Sabin Kadka, Sandesh Kadka, Chaudhry Khan, Arjun Karel, Amrit Khatri, Anish Khatri, Sushant Khatri, Bishal Khatri, Dikshya Kunawar, Anush Kunawar, Manika Lama, Sharon Lama, Rodina Maharajan, Sujan Maharajan, Sujit Mahat, Pratima Manandar, Nuparuj Minan, Bilal Mir, Shankar Nagarakoti, Palista Nakarami, Srija Napit, Prashant Nepal, Anjana Nipune, Atit Nipune, Fong Nguyen, Hao Nguyen, Lin Nguyen, Leo Nguyen, Pravin Nirola, Faiza Nisar, Riti Pandey, Ashmi Pant, Prawal Parajuli.
Dr. Spencer, I continue to present the graduates for the degree in the Bachelor of Accounting. Jeevan Paudel, Lee Fan, Nam Phung, Shashwat Pokral, Bishal Pokral, Rupesh Paudel, Abhishek Paudel, Sitra Prathivi, Gokul Pun, Kibindra Pun, Ras Pun, Muna Rai, Ninamcha Rai, Anup Rana, Minrubi Rana, Diksha Raut, Nisha Rawal, Sylvia Sajita, Chikayo Sakasai, Ranjan Sapkota, Shushmita Sapkota, Namiko Sato, Apurva Sharma, Abhishek Shrestha, Aditi Shrestha, Anish Shrestha, Avid Shrestha, Bandana Shrestha, Benita Shrestha, Dev Shrestha, Nishchal Shrestha, Samjana Shrestha, Sangeeta Shrestha, Santosh Shrestha, Sudeep Shrestha, Sujan Shrestha, Suman Shrestha, Ushal Shrestha, Yubin Shrestha, Shrijan Silpakar, Anish Silwal, Gairol Man Singh, Neeraj Singh, Sonia Sitawla, Diksha Sitawla, Nitesh Subedi, Arnita Singh, Meliana Suntara, Sandeep Sunwar, Gautam Tamang, Usman Tariq, Nitesh Thapa, Prashun Thapa, Pushpa Thapa, Rabina Thapa, Raju Thapa, Rashmi Thapa, Smriti Thapa, Binu Thapa Magar, Andre Thi, Rohit Timal Sinha, Saroj Tiwari, Anita Jung, Madan Upreti, Pratik Upreti, Rabin Upreti, Walid Usman, Hafiz Muhammad Akbar, Muhammad Saad Vohra, Lin Wu, Sushil Waiba, Shum Yi Wong, Lita Yunita. Dear Dr. Spencer, I present to you the graduates in the degree of the Bachelor of Business, Management and Finance. Dr. Spencer, I present Sanoj Bashial, Matthias Teixeira, Nathan Ho, Arun Karki, Shasha Koirala, Shubham Quatra, Vaibhav Maharajan, Samasti Neva, Ha Wen, Dew Wen, Ali Nurani, Shelley, Futasoni Vansali, Dr. Spencer, I present to you the graduates in the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology. Dr. Spencer, I present Avneet Kaur, Gurusevak Singh, Jaspreet Singh, Jobanjot Singh, Komalpreet Kaur, Sahil, Sania Beg, Suresh Acharya, Krishna Bikram Adhikari, Pratham Adhikari, Ajusha Amatya, Niranjan Aryal, Shoaib Ashraf, Roman BK, Prabhesh Basnet, Rohan Bhaju, Bikram Bhandari, Bishal Bhandari, Saman Bhandari, Purushottam Bhujel, Gaurav Bista, Suraj Budhakoti, Sujit Chaudhary, Sameem Hussain Chishti, Abhas Dahal, Sanjaya Dahal, Barshat Dangol, Abartan Dhakal, Ujjwal Dhakal, Ujjwal Dhakal, Bigyan Dhodari, Subhash Gautam, Sahas Ghimire, Jaspreet Kaur Gill, Rohit Giri, Shailesh Giri, Sanam Giri, Ashish Gubahaju, Shushan Gurung, Supreme Gurung, Muhammad Hayat Urnur Hayat, Ehsan Ijaz, Hyun In, Roshi Joshi, Ankit Casey, Rashu Casey, Sulabh Casey, Mohan Casey, Anjal Kadaria, Prakash Kandel, Saroj Karki, Prayuza Khadka, Nikit Khan Chaudhary, Ramesh Kharel, Suman Kharel, Srijan Khatiwada, Deek Khatri, Sujata Khatri, Rama Khayamali, Pratima Kumal, Subhash Kumar, Dipendra Lama, Prabin Lama, David Maharajan, Rikesh Maharajan, Rikesh Maharajan, Susan Maharajan, Abhishek Mahato, Apple Mahmood, Ain Manandhar, Rohan Manandhar, Muhammad Naveed, Safal Newpane, Sandesh Newpane, Muskan Pandey, Ashish Paudal, Sushant Paudal, Bibek Paudal, Jahnavi Paudal, Sujan Paudal, Chitra Pun, Mona Rahapal, Anil Raya, Akanksha Rejmi, Mohan Rejmi, Safal Rejmi, Rojan Rijal, Shehroz Sajid, Harpreet Singh Sandhu, Ramila Century, Himanshu Shakhya, Abhinash Shrestha, Anish Shrestha, Bibek Shrestha, Nishchal Shrestha, Sumit Shrestha, Sushmita Shrestha, Pankaj Singh, Prem Tamang, Shering Tamang, Kwan Tang, Muhammad Hassan Tariq, Balkrishna Thapa, Basanta Thapa, Naveen Raj Thapa, Prithvi Thapa, Bimal Thapa Magar, Armandeep Singh Thind, Shishir Temal Sinha, Prajwal Tema Sinha, Ashraya Toladar, Risa Ueda, Sanjeevani Vaidya, Michelle Varanakula Arashinghe, Muhammad Yasin. Dr. Spencer, I present to you the students in the award of the Diploma of Accounting. Dr. Spencer, I present Sanghosh Bhujel, Simon Biju Chike, Caval Fernandez, Monica Gautam, Tien Lee, Smriti Sahai, Muhammad Hamza Siddiqui, Ishika Tulachan. Dr. Spencer, I present to you the students in the award of the Diploma of Management. Erika Acharya.
It is my privilege to introduce a true global citizen, a neighbour in Auckland, New Zealand, 3 hours flying time from Sydney, Australia. Ron Perkinson is a real success story in himself, with significant and long-lasting contributions to higher education around the world. A director of the AIBM Council, Ron is a former principal education specialist of the International Finance Corporation with World Bank and is an international education consultant with the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank and private equity investors in international higher education institutions. Graduates, distinguished guests, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, please make welcome our guest to deliver the occasional address, Ron Perkinson.
Hello and greetings to you all from New Zealand. On this special occasion, the 21st King's Own Institute graduation ceremony for 629 new graduates from 31 countries. My sincere congratulations to every one of you graduating today. I thought it would be relevant to talk to you today about leadership challenges in times of disruptive economic growth that all of you will face as you start your new careers. We need to think about how disruptive economic times are impacting on our fast-changing world of employment, as well as the kind of leaders and leadership attributes our organisations are going to require as we navigate the future. But before I start, while I reflect on the achievements that you are all celebrating here today, I can only compare what I've observed at King's Own Institute with other experience I've had with higher education institutions in over 30 countries during my work at the International Finance Corporation and the World Bank Group. Clearly, you have all done well, despite the difficulties posed by the pandemic over the last year. And you must be confident that the skills you are now equipped with give you the necessary tools and the necessary grounding you will need that will help you to adapt in the transition that is happening from what we used to call the digital revolution or the third industrial revolution, which took place in the latter half of the last century, into a new era of digital disruption and disruptive technologies that the global economy is now facing. We refer to this new era as the fourth industrial revolution. Briefly, it's a revolution of how disruptive technologies are impacting on economic growth, where the trends include the more specialised use of the internet and also includes the use of new disruptive technologies in areas of automation, robotics, virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. So let me start by sharing with you 3 leadership factors, just 3, that are some of the leadership attributes proving to be important as we navigate the disruptive times ahead. I'll refer to these 3 factors as the agility factor, the adaptability factor, and the human factor. So let's reflect on the agility and adaptability factors first. When considering agility, we can think about new and exciting opportunities that can emerge from implementing disruptive technologies. But to identify new opportunities, it will require visionaries who are agile, visionaries who can adopt agile mindsets. It requires agile leaders who can respond by identifying new ideas, new ways of doing things. Or in other words, we need agile leaders who can turn disruption into opportunity. Then adaptability follows. This is where effective leaders in disruptive economies will need to be able to adapt and respond by embracing disruptive technologies, not ignoring them. They'll need to be prepared to investigate new ways of doing things and also be prepared to move outside of their comfort zones. Or in other words, today's leaders need to have the mindsets of being the disruptors and not the disrupted. Then comes the third factor, the human factor. Once we identify new opportunities or respond with new ways of doing things, we will all rely on our human resources. To implement our new strategies or our new business models, we need workers who can implement new systems or operating solutions that will increase efficiency and productivity in our organisations. Now, this can even move into us adopting new solutions where fundamental aspects of leadership over human capital will change, where the whole concept of being a leader has perhaps shifted, where the people you lead may not work for you or even report to you. And while they may not even work in the same company as you, through the innovative and more specialised use of the internet enabled through the application and use of these new and disruptive technologies, the workforce in these independent entities have the relevant skills necessary to directly contribute their goods and services to your enterprise. Now, at the same time, it can help make the overall revised business model a success for everybody involved. But with the human factor, other questions and drivers will also arise, like how will we upskill our workforces and how will we provide training for lifelong learners? A more modern workforce needs access to systems that will enable them to acquire new knowledge and upskill themselves while they're employed. We've now moved on from the third industrial revolution, where acquiring new talent and accepting job and worker mobility became the norm because of the impact that digital transformation had on the global workforce. But over the last 2 decades, we've seen growing investment in resources for upskilling our workforces. We're seeing many workers and professionals undertaking or being forced to undertake more jobs and even consider more career choices in their working lives. This means that successful leaders in disruptive times ahead, including all of you graduating in this ceremony here today, will all need to be lifelong learners. Now, while we think about this, we should remember that new modes of education and training delivery have also grown and matured over the last 2 decades, and they will be in even greater demand in the years ahead. We know that classroom teaching or face-to-face lectures have always been the conventional method and a right way of delivering coursework. But in more modern systems of education and training, we now know it's not the only way. By the end of the 1990s, in the corporate and industry training sectors, we saw growth in computer-based learning, blended learning, online learning. Today, and from the time you enter the workforces in your different countries, you will also be reliant on those same different modes of delivery, keeping you up to date with new knowledge or new technologies, and not just for upskilling yourselves, but also upskilling workers and the future talent that you identify in your organisations. It should be no surprise to any of you that you are fortunate to graduate today with a grounding in the use of some of these different and more flexible methods of education and training delivery that you have experienced at King's Own Institute. This grounding has been relevant not only for what you will need when you're part of a more modern workforce of lifelong learners, but this has also helped to strengthen the quality of your learning outcomes and learning experiences at King's Own Institute, especially when you consider as future lifelong learners the reliance you will have on these different and more flexible systems in a fast-changing world of employment. Now, bringing these three leadership factors together, let's just imagine for just a moment. Between 2018 and 2020, a private company introduces a new customer relationship management system, or CRM system, to make their operations more efficient. Let's assume that an agile chief executive officer, a visionary, along with an agile chief technology officer and their marketing executive, see an opportunity to leapfrog into a more modern CRM system using off-the-shelf artificial intelligence software in selected parts of the new systems. The artificial intelligence software will improve efficiency in data analysis for future materials and stock turnover data, as well as make future sales predictions. Let's also assume that the overall outcome will increase capacity to deliver and distribute more products and increase sales, as well as provide new capacity to distribute more products outside of their own organisation to, for example, a new and a wider network of independent vendors. Now, the other good news is that during the first 6 months of the pandemic in 2020, the organisation was also able to unexpectedly sustain satisfactory sales and profitability targets. In addition, the network of new independent vendors also benefited financially from being part of the network. Now, the story also continues, where the project saw the loss of 29 existing jobs, but saw the creation of 42 new jobs, many of which didn't exist before. Which means that in this case, the introduction of new and disruptive technologies created a net gain of 13 new jobs. What was also important was that many of the new jobs were filled by retrained workers whose previous jobs were made redundant. Now, it's a nice story in theory, isn't it? Well, the story reflects many cases that are actually happening today in organisations right across both developed and developing economies. Everywhere, these three leadership factors, agility, adaptability, the human factor, all converge to make agile leaders disruptors. Disruptors who can see opportunity to use new technologies to create new and more profitable ways of doing things. So, to conclude my address today, this is my key message to all of you. As future leaders, make this your time to be some of those disruptors in your economies. In your future jobs and careers, it will be your time as future leaders to navigate the new and exciting opportunities that will continue to arise in the disruptive times ahead. Again, let me offer my congratulations to you all. From New Zealand, we say, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I wish you every success and prosperity in a new, a disruptive, an exciting, and a constantly changing journey of employment that as future leaders you are all about to embark on. It's been my pleasure to make this address to you today, so thank you. Goodbye and good luck.
The title of the occasional address today from Ron Perkinson was most appropriate: Leadership in Disruptive Economies. Ron mentioned the opportunities that can spring from disruption, with suitably agile leaders being adaptable and utilising human factors. Lifelong learning, well grounded to equip our new leaders, our graduates, to be change agents, positive disruptors in your economies. Thank you, Ron, for an inspirational address that challenges us all, and especially our new graduates, to leverage off individual success for group or corporate benefit towards the attainment of positive societal outcomes. Thank you.
KOI is proud to celebrate the achievements of all its graduates who receive their degrees and diplomas today. We make special recognition of those graduates who have achieved exceptional academic distinction at the top of their class. I'm very pleased to announce the awards for outstanding academic performance for trimesters 2 and 3 in 2020. The winners are a very international group representing Indonesia, Italy, Nepal and Sri Lanka. First, for trimester 2, the award for outstanding academic performance for a bachelor degree graduate goes to a graduate in the Bachelor of Information Technology who achieved 4 credits, 4 distinctions and 8 high distinctions in the course of his degree. The winner is Purushottam Baujal, Bachelor of Information Technology. The award for outstanding academic performance for a master degree graduate is shared. The award goes to 2 graduates in the Master of Professional Accounting, both of whom achieved 2 credits, 3 distinctions, and 11 high distinctions in the course of their degrees. The 2 winners are Claudia Di Micheli and Mandip Andikara, Master of Professional Accounting. Now for trimester 3. The award for outstanding academic performance for a bachelor degree graduate goes to a graduate in the Bachelor of Business Accounting who achieved 5 credits, 2 distinctions and 17 high distinctions during the course of her degree. The winner is Fiona, Bachelor of Business Accounting. The award for outstanding academic performance for a master degree graduate goes to a graduate in the Master of Professional Accounting who achieved 7 distinctions and 6 high distinctions during the course of his degree. The winner is Ishani Manaka Pathirana Wata, Master of Professional Accounting. And now it is a pleasure to introduce another very special graduate. Anna Walter has just graduated with a Master of Professional Accounting degree and a Certificate of Academic Excellence. I welcome Anna Walter, Master of Professional Accounting, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Dear fellow graduates of 2021, the King's Own Institute members and all esteemed guests and colleagues. It is an honor for me to speak to all of you. My name is Anna, and I am honored to say that I will be graduating with a master's degree in professional accounting from King's Own Institute. Today is a great day to celebrate. We did it. We worked hard, adapted to changes, and accomplished something great while facing challenges, uncertainty, and being in another country. Some of us found friends for life, love, or a new place to call home. Others will return to their home country or will move somewhere else. But let me tell you, no matter where you will be, I know that every single one of us will be doing great and will follow that path. Many people dream of studying abroad, exploring new countries, and everything that comes with it. But only a small amount is actually doing it. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, which includes good and bad lessons to learn, growth, and a lot of joy. By accomplishing something like a degree, many doors will open and opportunities will arise to do great through the experiences that we gained. So be in mind when you're going on your next journey that every single one of us can be proud, has the strength and passion to accomplish whatever they want. During this time, we received a lot of support from friends, family, and the King's Own Institute in order to overcome many challenges, hardships, and struggles that we faced. For this, I would like to thank every single one of you who made it possible and who supported as well as guided us. To end the speech, I would like to leave you with a short quote by Albert Einstein. In the middle of a difficulty lies opportunity. Grab the opportunities that come your way and make the best out of it. Let's celebrate. Congratulations, graduates of 2021.
Thank you very much, Anna, for speaking for the graduates and reminding us of all the friendships and support for our work and study. This last year has certainly been very different in virtually every respect to the one we imagined, but we've learnt new skills and new ways to celebrate. Congratulations to you on your achievements, and congratulations to all our graduates.
That now concludes today's graduation ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the following people for making this ceremony possible today. Our special guests, KOI's graduation team, but most of all, thank you.
Vivat membrum gloriae, semper sit